How you doing? Welcome to the show. Now, first, do me a favor and pick which game you want to play.
In my tenure here, I've been generally disappointed at the overall quality of the donuts. And the sprinkle situation is not so much in and of itself, but just to sort of illustrate the general poor quality of the donuts.
Nobody move, I just dropped the...
Don't worry, no pressure.
And the floor
about my
Thank you, that's all I wanted.
Well, it's a French.
And how many players do we have playing today?
You see, that's the brilliance of it.
Hey, why don't you type your name in there for me?
I am concerned about my performance.
Yep, got it.
On the job.
45 seconds.
Your buzzer will be the letter B. That's B as in 28.8 baud modem.
When they have
I'm making it happen with real butter here.
20 seconds.
All right, pay attention. People screw this up all the time. As soon as you think you know the answer to a question, buzz in. Then you have to hit the number that corresponds to the answer you want. You got that?
10.
Be careful out there.
9. Okay, get the desktop out of here. 7. 6. And 5. All right, have a good one, everybody.
The Cop and the Witch Doctor. Sundays on UBC.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey there, welcome to the Speed episode. You know, at first this episode was going to be all about the drug Speed, but they said, well, that's not good for the kids. Then it was going to be about the movie Speed, but they decided that wasn't good for adults. So basically, this is an episode about a lot of really fast things. Okay, you ready to go? Let's do it. Time to pick a category.
Question number 1.
Well, what do we have here? To speed or not to speed? You get this one right, you get 3,000 greenbacks. Think fast, it's question time. If the Shakespeare character Speed were actually a speed freak, what would be the best name for the play in which he appears? The Comedy of Potheads, Two Junkies. Speed is a character in Shakespeare's play Two Gentlemen of Verona. Yeah, he's a fashion model, all concerned with his weight and dieting. All right, pick a category. I believe this one is called Length Does Matter. How does $2,000 sound? Pencils ready. Let's do it. Which of these was over the quickest? Rodman and Carmen Electra's marriage, Homeboys in Outer Space on UPN, Jerry Springer's term as Cincinnati's mayor, or Vanilla Ice's stay at #1 on Billboard. What do you say we check out the right answer? Way back in 1990, Ice Ice Baby was #1 on the Billboard charts for one entire week. Well, you know, if there's one thing that Vanilla Ice forgot is that you gotta keep it real. You know what I'm saying, G? Maybe you don't. All right, I need a category.
Who will answer question 3?
I believe this one is called Making a Mockery of Science. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Hey, you know how Gillette came out with that new Mach 3 razor? Well, they did. If the Mach 3 razor operated at Mach 3 speed, what would you not be able to do while shaving? Smell the shaving cream, feel the razor cut your chin, see the razor shave your beard, or hear the razor glide across your face. Mach 3 is 3 times the speed of sound, so you'd be shaving so fast you wouldn't hear the razor until you were finished. Man, I'll tell you, a razor blade that moves faster than the speed of sound. The wonders of science. And here we are, pumping all that money into stuff like cancer research. Give me a category.
Hallelujah! Bow your heads and pray to Thor.
This one's called Soylent Green. It's what's for dinner. $3,000 for this one. One question coming right up. Say a new fast food chain, Crispy Cannibals, opens up. If their slogan is, the fastest human served, who should they serve? Donovan Bailey, Maurice Green. My close personal friend Maurice Green recently broke the world record in the 100-meter dash. So, whichever disgusting way you mean the word served, he'd be it. Although, I don't know, I've always found runners to be a little tough. Too much muscle or something. I'll tell you what, you give me a nice, tender baseball player any day. That's the end of round one. We'll be back with round two right after these messages. Welcome back. Time to play round two, where the values are doubled. All right, y'all set? Here we go. All right, pick a category. Hey, bless Smut with Dime Store.
It's time for a Tinkerlick Test Drum.
Let's see if you can make some sense out of this gibberish category. A chicken talks to God. The opening value of this gibberish question is $10,000. Now check this out. As the time disappears, so does the money. So the sooner you buzz in, the better. All right, feast your eyes upon this gibberish phrase, and now what the hell? See if you can tell me what it rhymes with. No kill, hen praying, and don't let that punctuation fool you. Okay, first clue, it's something you see on a road sign. Besides bullet holes. You see it on a road sign when... Go for it! Type in your answer and hit return. You know, I don't know why they had one of those signs by my house. I mean, it's not like I'm the only kid who ever flunked nursery school. Twice. Time to pick a category. For your viewing pleasure, Fabio's in Chablio. And this one's worth $2,000. So, apparently pretty boy model Fabio likes life in the fast lane, likes his roller coasters, at least he used to. You see, back in March, he had a little accident. What happened to Fabio on that fateful roller coaster ride? A fan attacked him, he tripped and fell out of the car, his hair got caught in the gears, or a goose hit him in the face. Truth is sometimes stranger, and a whole hell of a lot more fun than fiction. You see, a goose flew into Fabio's kisser while he was on a roller coaster at Busch Gardens. And to add insult to injury, he still had to pay $10 for that goofy picture of himself screaming on the roller coaster. Give me a category. Well, I hope you're all rested up, because you're about to take on a dis or dat. And this dis or dat questions category is pitching and power shifting. Now, I'm going to read off 7 little names. Oh, you already know how to play. Fine, you got 30 seconds. You ready? Let's dance. Roy Clark, NASCAR. Dale Earnhardt. Archie Campbell. Dick Trickle. Buckshot Jones. Grandpa Jones. One more. Grady Nuts. That'll do it. Hey, not too bad. It could have been worse. Let's see what you did to your total. There you have it. What do you say we move on, huh? All right, I need a category.
2, 4, 6, 8. Question 8 is jailbait. Go 8.
This category is known as Monopoly, Innocent Game, or Rabble Rouser. You want $6,000? Give me your right answer. Okay, you want to know what the opposite of fast is? Monopoly. Somewhere I bet there's a game that's been going on since the American Revolution. Based on his famous quote, what would revolutionary leader Patrick Henry probably do if Patrick Henry once said, "Give me liberty or give me death"? He also once said, "Give me one of those cheese danishes, Tom," to which Jefferson replied, "Get your own damn cheese danish." History, unfortunately, does not record Henry's response. All right, pick a category.
Aloha, question number 9.
The category, get on that motorcycle and get me to a nunnery. And this one's going to be worth $2,000. So, you want to know who liked fast women? Well, my hero, of course, Arthur Fonzarelli, the Fonz. And, of course, my other hero, medieval monk Peter Abelard. Well, how about an analogy question, then? Fonzie is to Pinky Tuscadero as Peter Abelard is to, come on, Iseult, Francesca, Eloise, or Isabella. Here's the correct answer. Fonzie and Pinky had a transcendent love, and so did Peter Abelard and Eloise. Except that Eloise ended up in a convent and Abelard ended up castrated. Fonzie and Pinky just had a fight in the men's room at Al's or something. That's the end of round 2. We'll be right back with round 3 after this. Welcome back. It's time to play round 3. All right, if everybody's ready, let's do it. Time to pick a category.
10 fingers and 10 toes, would you like to have a cheap cigar?
This category is known as Put Some Ice on That Thing, and this one's worth $4,000. Hey, here's something we haven't done in a while, some celebrity trash. Why don't you see if you can figure out whose dumpster I'm going through here? Let's see, there's a rainbow-colored wool hat. Nice. 5 gold medals. Boy, some men's ice skates with really long blades. A spandex bodysuit, and a Lake Placid ticket stub. Whose trash is this? Bonnie Blair's, Brian Boitano's, Mike Eruzione's, or Eric Hyden's? My close personal friend Eric Hyden was always seen sporting that rainbow-colored ski hat during the 1980 Winter Olympics in Lake Placid, where he won 5, count 'em, 5 gold medals for speed skating. Although I'm not sure why this stuff would be in the trash. Oh, I understand the ticket stubs from Lake Placid, but 5 gold medals? Come on. All right, I need a category.
It's 11 minus 1 plus 2 minus 1 is 11.
We're calling this one, next year, we stay home. Heads up, this one's going to be $6,000. Okay, imagine I'm your dad. And instead of buying plane tickets to Disney World, I've loaded us all into the station wagon. The distance from Chicago to Orlando is 1,160 miles. We've been averaging 36 miles per hour for 32 straight hours. Here's your part from the back seat. You scream, "Are we there yet?" Sweating, I reply, "We're almost there." Yes, now shut up. We must have passed it. Or, that's it, we're turning this thing around. "32 hours at 36 miles per hour is 1,152 miles. That's 8 more miles to go. So yeah, we're almost there. And we would have been there sooner if you and your sister didn't have to take so many bathroom breaks. God, I hate you kids. Give me a category.
Well, let's delve into question 12.
Let's see what we got going. Christ, you're thin. How does $4,000 grab you? So I understand that this Jesus character was sort of a weight-conscious guy. Supposedly went off to the desert and fasted for a while. Suppose scholars discover that during his stay in the desert, Jesus didn't really fast, but he did use Ultra Slim Fast. Which of these taglines should the makers of Ultra Slim Fast now use? Lose weight in 7 days without leprosy. Drop 3 sizes and... According to the Bible, Jesus went into the desert and fasted for 40 days. The devil kept tempting Jesus with fat-free cookies and ice cream. Time to pick a category.
Look at the green.
It's 13.
The category is, he's a new man. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. So you remember Fast Eddie Felson, right? It's the Paul Newman character from The Hustler, The Color of Money. Let's try that again. You remember Fast Eddie Felson, right? Good. If Fast Eddie wanted to run the table in a regular game of pocket billiards as fast as possible, how many balls would he have to sink in one shot? 8, 15, 18, or 21? Fast Eddie would have to sink 15 balls with one shot. Although I'm guessing a guy named Fast Eddie doesn't use the word billiards a whole lot. All right, pick a category.
Ain't no love
For your viewing pleasure, helium suckers will be disqualified. You get it right, you get 2K. Hey, remember that guy from the Federal Express commercials who spoke really fast? Yeah, well, apparently this speed episode got everybody here at the office bragging that they could talk as fast as him. So, lucky you, we're going to have a fastest talker contest. I got my friends here, Patrick, Allison, Edmund, and Tim. They're each going to say something, and you have to pick who said it the fastest, okay? So let's do it. Which of these four people is speaking the fastest? We got Patrick.
Hi, I'm Patrick. I'm definitely the fastest.
Allison.
I can speak much faster than Patrick.
How about Edmund?
No, vote for it. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm not.
And Tim.
I'm Tim, and I speak so fast that Sammy Hagar sings about me.
Wow, who was the fastest? Was it Patrick?
No, it was. Plus one.
Allison?
It's me.
Edmund?
My money's on Patrick.
Or Tim?
Guaranteed cash if you pick 4.
Patrick's the fastest. So, Patrick, you have anything to say for yourself?
First, I'd like to taunt the three losers for being so slow. In your face. Never like to think all the bad fuckers out there who inspired me to be the
That's it. Round 3 is over. I'm going to take care of a little business, and then I'm coming back with your jack attack. Welcome to the jack attack. Oh, well, someone's been attacked before. Let's see how much you've learned. Here's your clue. Cruise control. Also known as Nicole Kidman. Nicely done, huh? Let's see what you did to your score. That's the game. Wow, that was an exciting game. It was a real thrill. You were the best player we've had by far. Now do me a favor, will you? Look to your left. Now look to your right. Now repeat after me.
You don't know Jack!
Howdy, kids. This is Pecos Bucky here, telling you to tune in next week for another exciting episode of You Don't Know Jack for Netshow. Woohoo! And they didn't even pay me to say this. Woohoo!
Good show, everyone. You've made me very proud. Cookie, could you ask the players what they want to do next?
If you want to play again, just let me know.
Come on, shake a leg,
got there and
baby.
took him to the hospital, he thought he was an elf. He thought he was like one of Santa's little helpers.
Well, his eyes fly open.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's move it, folks!
Next thing